Police asking for your help tonight to come forward with any information about this man, now considered a suspect in a Fort Myers double murder. Good evening, I'm Patrick Nolan.
And I'm Liza Fernandez. Police in Fort Myers say that man, Donnell Dorvillis, is now behind bars on unrelated charges. They hope with him off the streets, witnesses will now come forward.
4 in your corner's Dave Colbert is live in the newsroom with why police say they're having a really hard time cracking this case. Dave?
Well, it's actually simple. No one wants to be the one who puts someone in prison because they think that one of the inmates' friends or family members will come after them. And believe it or not, that concept actually has a street name.
It was like ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, like 12 shots.
That's a neighbor describing what it sounded like when these two young men, Jatarius, known as JoJo Brunson, and Paul Baldwin, were shot to death 3 weeks ago in this neighborhood known as Renaissance Preserve.
And then it was just quiet.
Here, no one allows their faces to be shown on TV. The reason? Retaliation. They fear that if they encourage people to come forward and help the police, that someone will come after them. In fact, they even have a street name for it, saying there will be a blackout, meaning they fear someone will kill their entire family. Law enforcement agencies around the country battle this issue on a regular basis. They say it's hard, if not impossible, to solve crimes when no one will help. Today, Fort Myers Police and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, the ATF, arrested this man, 23-year-old Donnell Dorvillis, on robbery and firearms charges. They say he is a suspect in the murders of JoJo Brunson and Paul Baldwin, too, but he's not been charged for their murders because they say they need help. Help from people who are unwilling to even talk to news reporters. They are trying to convince witnesses and others to come forward by issuing a statement today saying investigators are hopeful that citizens who have information related to the homicide will come forward with new information on the case, knowing that Dorvillis is facing charges in the unrelated crime. They go on, hoping to convince people by saying that detectives will continue to aggressively investigate the homicide and follow up on any leads that are generated. Chief Doug Baker even said, "We will remain relentless in the pursuit of those individuals that continue to plague our city with violence, and we will exercise every strategy and every partnership in an effort to hold those perpetrators accountable for their crimes." There's a $25,000 reward for any tips that lead to an arrest and conviction of any homicide in the city of Fort Myers. They say if anyone knows anything about the murders, to call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-780-TIPS. They even have it set up so you can text. Just text the keyword FMPD for Fort Myers Police Department to CRIMES, C-R-I-M-E-S, 274-637. You can also remain anonymous. Live in the newsroom, Dave Culberth, Fox 4 in your corner.